Okay, so we are here with King Sun. Thank you so much for waiting. We had a slight delay. And this is the AMA for BoundlessPay. Kingston, thank you so much for joining. Kingston is the CMO of BoundlessPay. Unfortunately, Franklin was not able to be here, at least for now. Hopefully, he's going to join soon, and we are going to have a bigger panel. Kingston, thank you for being here. Could you tell us a little bit more about yourself and your involvement on Boundless Pay, just to give our followers a bit of a perspective?
Okay, all right. Nice to have you all here. My name is Kingston. Been in the blockchain space since 2016, helping communities grow and, of course, providing solutions as well. So I serve currently pivoting the position of chief marketing officer and as well having partnerships heading that aspect as well. That's what we've been doing for BoundlessPay, expanding the utility of blockchain technology to other parts of services it can also deliver. Yeah. Sorry.
That's really
Yeah.
nice. 2016, you beat me there. I started on 2019. So you have
Oh.
3 more years above mine. I started in crypto as an investor, obviously, and then I migrated to a developer and then to an entrepreneur. But yeah, I only started on 2019, right before COVID started. So if you started in 2016, you have a bigger experience than I do in crypto. So it's nice to know that we have experienced crypto people on Boundless Pay.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Nah, man. So this is an AMA, and I like to make all AMAs as chill as possible. So I hope you are comfortable and everyone in the audience are comfortable, because we are going to have a nice talk about Boundless Pay, what's going to be the future ahead, about the obvious private sale we are currently running on Crypto Hub. But more importantly than the private sale, these kinds of AMAs, it's basically to get to know one another, right? It's like a quick interview to see what's under the hood, so people can understand more about each project individually. I have a ton of questions for Boundless Pay. This is their website, by the way. I made sure that we added a screenshot of Boundless Pay website here while we explain the project itself. It has a nice, clean website, and the app, it's already downloadable, correct, Kingston?
Yeah, it's on App Store and Google Play Store as well.
That's really nice. How many users do you have at this moment?
Okay, so I'm currently on the app version. We've exceeded 20,000 users as it is. And,
Oh, wow.
The most interesting part of it is that the previous version that we used was more like our MVP. So we are beginning to roll out our main flagship product, which is, of course, this modern version you have here. So you can imagine on the MVP we had over 20,000. It means that the main product that is out is going to be overwhelming.
That's really nice. And I like the feel of it. I know you have been bouncing from blockchain to blockchain, but I think you chose the correct one. I'm a huge Base network advocate, and I think even considering your logo, I mean, it fits, right? I think both the network and the design of the Base network brand kit works wonders for you guys. So congrats on your UI UX designer, and PTO as well, because they chose a terrific blockchain to build on. Why Base network though? Did you choose it because of the transaction speed? Because you are going to be integrating the token. The token is going to be on Base network, but the app is actually supports any kind of network, because it works like a centralized exchange wallet, right? Do you want to talk more about it?
Oh yes. We're looking at modern technologies and, of course, advancement in the blockchain space. Base network, as it is, happen to provide us, with some of those utilities that we seek. One of which its ability, right, to roam around across many blockchain network, and of course, its gas fee. So one of the key solutions that BoundlessPay is providing is financial inclusion, and this network happens to give us that kind of services in terms of its services it provides. So yeah, this network was just preferred.
That's really nice. I have the feel of Revolut banking here. You inspired yourself in Revolut, right? It's like Revolut for crypto, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah. You're right. You're right.
It has this feel.
We had to look at the crypto space over here in Africa, which has a population of 1.3 billion people, and of course Nigeria, which of course amounts to one of the top countries in holding of BTC, and of course crypto adoption. It was wise that we built something for the continent, and we had to look at platforms that were providing exactly what we wanted and model, and of course Resolute happens to be it. Yeah, so we are providing such services for people across Africa, within Africa, and of course for Africans as well. Thank you.
That's really nice. Actually, I'm quite involved in projects with crypto banking, let's say. So some
Oh,
sort of decentralized fintech. And for example, I am invested in Pluto's. I'm not sure if you know about it, but it also has, it's like a reward card that gives away crypto for the people who spend fiat. So it's quite nice. And
okay.
Revolut also has some crypto based, people can buy crypto, but they cannot do much with crypto on Revolut. So hopefully Boundless Pay, it's going to introduce this mixture of financial alternative, right,
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
African countries. Are you targeting just African countries or worldwide as well?
So worldwide, we're looking at the world as it is. The funny part with Boundless Pay is that our services caters to traditional finance users, and also crypto blockchain enthusiasts as well. So it doesn't matter if you use your traditional finance. Really, Boundless Pay gives you the ability for that. You can receive your fiat, you can spend your fiat the way you want, right? And for blockchain enthusiasts as well, they can also use the platform for that as well. So when you talk about
That's really
blockchain as it
nice.
is, right, it's beyond boundaries, right? And we are crossing across Africa, Asia, China, and all that. So provided you have a need for your money, Boundless Pay is there to help you do that.
Amazing. And it's funny because let's give an example. So it gets extremely simple for our viewers to understand what Boundless Pay is trying to do. So I am a citizen in an African country, insert name here, and I want to send money, right, to the US, to Europe, to whatever, right? But I don't want to depend on banks. So what I do is download Boundless Pay. I buy crypto using Boundless Pay app, and then I can transfer it directly from your app to someone else in Europe, US, Africa, Canada, whatever, right?
You know what, Pedro? This scenario you just created, right? Happens to be the normal scenario we have with users on the platform. So prior to this period, right, it takes about 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, for people to send money across, especially from those of us in the United States of America to send money across to African countries, right? Nigeria to be specific, right? So we had several case studies, and we now see that people can now do this within minutes. A perfect example was during our AMA section last week. A certain Nigerian who is based in the US funded his account with crypto, and he sent naira, right? So you send crypto, then the recipient receives in naira within 2 minutes, right?
Oh
So
wow!
these are the solutions we are solving, because with this, it simply means life-threatening issues can be attended to immediately, ASAP, on the spot, right? You don't have to wait for days for you to be able to receive your funds. Within minutes, whosoever you are is receiving it, and we are extending this service to over 86 countries on our next uploads, right? So you
Oh
can see that
wow!
yeah, so you see, we are really, really financial inclusive, in our decisions, and of course, making all these things very, very possible to everyone within the BoundlessPay ecosystem.
This is really nice. And you have like a ton of users at this moment. So you have a couple of reviews here and a call to action to download the app. And you guys are based on Dubai. That's funny.
Yeah,
I think most of your team members are in Dubai. For example, I think Franklin, I saw him in a couple of events in Dubai. Dubai is always exploding with events, right? I can't even
yeah,
finish, but I know that Franklin has been involved in a few events as well,
yeah,
which is also nice to know that the team is in a crypto-friendly environment at this moment. I'm not going to show all the website here, but most likely you guys should browse through it. It's boundlesspay.com, and I strongly advise it for you guys to check it out. Oh, I have one more question regarding the app, which
yeah,
is the
sure.
card. This is the most sexy thing in the world, right? So merging the decentralized world with the actual physical world, and boundless cards might be the most sexy thing about you guys. So when are you going to get the cards? How can I get my hands on the card? Is it going to be platinum? Is it going to be metal? I want one. So how can I get this?
Okay, awesome. What we're doing with the cards is that we have physical cards connected to your virtual accounts, right? Which of course you can subscribe through the BPay token, right? So it comes to you and you're able to spend your card like the way you would spend your normal ATM card, right? So with that, you're holding some Bitcoin and you're in Europe, you want to withdraw some euros, you don't have to go through the normal route of P2P or whatever it is, with your card, you just log into an ATM and that's it, you're withdrawing euros. So this kind of solutions is what we are providing with the cards. But first, the BPay token is playing a key factor in all these extended services.
I'm glad you spoke about the BPay token because I bet 100% of our community likes utility tokens, and BPay token is a utility token. Can you
Yeah,
talk
it
more
is.
about its utility? I'm even going to stop sharing. Actually, I think I'm going to share BPay
Yeah,
token.
yeah, click on, yeah,
There
BPay
we go.
token. Excellent.
So currently you are in
So
pre-sale, and we are doing some sales in our launchpad, and you have a ton of other sales going around at a more expensive price, obviously, because I think this is a private sale. But before we even start talking about the sales that we are hosting, tell me about BPay and what can I do with it?
all right, excellent. Thank you so much. So, if you browse through, thank you very much. Every platform needs a form of a dynamic service, right? You need to be able to ensure that you can control your resources. BP token, that's what is going to be providing for boundless pay, right? I mean, you can't be boundless if you don't have the BP token. So you can use it to make payments, right? For advanced users. You can use it as rewards, right? Utility tokens varies from payment futures, participating in governance. So of course, we're going to be having a DAO as well. Token buyback and burn, engage to earn. So the
Nice.
token itself, right, gives you the ability for you to be able to spend money, use money, pay for services within the boundless pay ecosystem, right? It gives you the ability for you as an individual, right, to truly be boundless. So
That's
the
really nice.
of course, and of course, we're going to be having staking and savings platform as well on the app. BP token is going to be playing all those roles. Yeah, Pedro.
I love the way you use the verb boundless. People are going to become boundless. I love it. It's a buzzword that fits you. Boundless pay, and you
Yeah,
are going to be boundless. So the token buyback and burn, this is quite sexy as well. So basically, if the company is going to be profitable and if it's going to have a good amount of revenue, 20% is going to basically be used to buy back and burn. So not only
yeah,
people are going to use the token, but you are going to distribute profits. It's not directly, but obviously if you buy back the token and burn it, the token is no
Yeah,
longer available and the token price is going
yeah,
to go up. So
yeah.
in a way, you are a rev share company the same way we are. So that's really nice to see this commitment. And then we have the engage to earn additional BPay tokens by engaging with activities such as refer. Oh, this is really nice. This is
So so
where.
so Pedro, you know what? So on the Boundless Pay app, right? We've been able to gamify finances, right? So when you perform certain kind of task on the Boundless Pay app, logging, sending money, staking, and all that, you have certain kind of points. When you refer, you have certain kind of points. So all these points, when cumulated, right, you can exchange them for the BPay token, right? And of course, that gives exclusive rights to anybody who uses the app, because when you transact, when you use the app, there's always a reward for you. Like I keep saying, right? We are pretty much involved in ensuring that we are financially inclusive as much as possible. So regardless of who you are, there's something for you in the Boundless ecosystem.
That's really, really nice. Actually, this is the same method that every single mobile banking app it's working at this moment. And the referrals are key. I have some friends that make their living with referrals. It sounds stupid, but
Yeah,
it's true. So basically, even if you don't have access to funds or capital to buy the BPay token, I strongly advise you guys to download the app and play around with it, even if it's for utility or to gain to earn some money referring to other people. Same thing goes with the other apps like Revolut. I think it pays like $40 every time you invite a friend. At this moment, it's hard because everyone has Revolut. But for Boundless Pay, it's brand new, so you can make quite a good buck. So I'm going to definitely. I still haven't downloaded. I must be honest, but
exactly.
I will download it, and I'm going to definitely farm some BPay tokens. If you don't want to
Sure.
farm, you can obviously buy it. And now it comes to the tokenomics, which is not as sexy as the app, but it's something necessary to understand, so you can get the full scope of the project itself. Kingston, I'm going to make the quick explanation from my side, and then you are going to correct me if I am wrong. Okay?
All right.
Terrific. That's because I like to talk. So basically, BPay tokenomics it has around 4 to 5 funding stages, and then the obvious advisors, team members, ecosystem, liquidity, staking, rewards, and marketing. So basically, it falls into every single project category that does the same thing. In terms of allocation, we have the pre-seed round, which I believe it's done already, the seed round, which is done already as well. Then we have the private sale with us, and then we have a call round, which is probably ongoing at this moment, and then we have the public round, which it's going to happen in a ton of other platforms. I hope you have them here. Let me see. Yeah, you do. So there we
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
We have the Boundless Pay private sale in our launchpad in Crypto Hub. Then we have Spores, which actually I think it's sold out. So now your opportunity is on Communitas, Kingdom Starter, Who Starter, V Launch, and Fjord Foundry. So everything is going to be 24. So it's going to start tomorrow. So I think if you want to buy it at a cheaper price at 0.006, you should definitely check our launchpad. Then we are going to start having at 0.008 at a more expensive price on the other launchpads as well. And then the obvious listing on the 28th. 4 days. The listing is going to be in 4 days. It's really nice to see that you are not going to wait around.
Nah.
Kingston, did I mess up? Did I explain it correctly, or something else I have missed?
No, no, no. You did great, right? You did great, Pedro. And it gave me some bit of happiness to see that you're also very excited about the project as well. When we have people like you who are also very excited about the project, it gives us confidence to want to do more. What the community should know is that we are building and we are providing solutions that are really really needed, right? Blockchain as it is has gone beyond the point of just buying and selling. and doing P2P, you should be able to use your cryptocurrencies as it is, right, to pay bills, right? Be it electrical bill, be it utility bill, right? Including to send money across within the world, right? Blockchain technology should go beyond just what we should know it for. And that's what BoundlessPay is providing now. BoundlessPay can't just provide those solutions like that. We need to have a platform upon which those solutions can be activated. And that's what BPay token is doing, right? So you can imagine all this on a token, right? And you have the ability to buy the token before it goes live, right? 0.006 on Crypto Hub. It's such a fantastic idea, knowing fully well that other platforms are going to be giving you a 0.008. So, if you have the opportunity, you ape in, because on the 28th, we are listing on Uniswap. After Uniswap, we're going to be having other centralized exchanges coming in as well that will as well pump the price. And of course, you know how these things work. So this is a fantastic opportunity, if you ask me. I'll be glad to know that many people are jumping in as we are speaking as well. Yeah, thanks.
Terrific. I'm going to assume you cannot disclose which centralized exchanges because I know they ask you for the NDAs, etc. But I know where you're going to list, and I would be excited. So that's I even bought some. I'm going to confess I bought some DPay tokens in the private sale just because
Oh,
the centralized exchange. Because anyway, let's move on. I'm really excited for this. It's only in 4 days, so I would definitely stay tuned for this sale. And if you don't want to risk it on the private sale, I would definitely check out Communitas, Kingdom Starter, Who Starter, V-Launch, and Fjord. Fjord works in a different way. It's not an IDO per se, but if you are not familiar with Fjord, you still can catch them in the remaining launch pads. You have a ton of partners and backers. I think Adaverse was where you started the seed sale, and you sold
yeah.
out, and then you have all these VCs and other partners and backers in your portfolio. Let me see if you have anything else here. No. I want to double check if I haven't missed anything before we make the AMA public so people can ask questions. Let me see. If you have any questions, you can go to check out the pitch deck and white paper.
Sure.
Public launch, it's going to be in 4 days. Actually, it's not going to be the public launch, it's going to be the listing. Oh, public launch, it's not sale. I'm sorry. Yep, so we are almost there. And I think that's pretty much it. Kingston, do you want to say something before we start opening the chat for questions?
Oh yeah. I'm excited to hear what the community have to ask. That's why our sections like this are important. We want to be as transparent as possible, and of course, enlighten as many persons as possible. Africa is taking a huge step, right? And of course, it's high time we start making those bold decisions as well, right? So bring all your questions, and I'm willing to answer them. Yeah.
Okay, so a couple of background on the giveaway for the best questions. Let me just make sure I use the correct banner. So basically, we are going to have a bunch of questions now, either from me, either from the community. You can type down on the comments. If you are on Twitter, you can type, and it's going to showcase here. YouTube or LinkedIn, it doesn't matter where you are. If you type a comment, it's going to be made as a comment and as for a question. So the best question, which after the AMA, we are going to choose which one was best. It's going to receive 25 USDT. The second one, 20, and the third one, 15 USDT. To start with, I'm going to make my questions now so we can get started, and then we are going to actually open to the community itself. I think we covered almost anything, but let me see on my list of questions what we have here. So we covered the app, which already has been released, and we have around 20K users at this moment. We covered the token listing and the tokenomics, the fundraising schedule. So we covered most of the things. Currently, you are raising the private sale with us. So my first question is, where are you going to invest the money collected in the private sale?
Exactly right. The essence of raising funds, right, on private sale is further to promote the project, right? Do lots of marketing, do some buyback as well, get listed on bigger platforms, increase brand awareness so you can have more potential investors coming in, and of course, develop the functions of the app to give the token more utility, right? All these things will be done to increase the value of the token, and of course, to make everyone happy at the end of the day.
That's really nice. Okay, second question, actually for me as well. What fees or costs are associated with using Boundless Pay?
Okay, awesome, right? We've been asked this question several times. Boundless Pay has some very, very unique features when it comes to fees. As it is, whatever amount you're sending to Nigeria using a Boundless Pay fee, you get to pay just 100 naira. 100 naira is way, 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 way below, this thing 50 cents, right?
How much is it in dollars, for example?
Is it's so negligible, right, that it's difficult to calculate in my head, right? It's almost a giveaway price, right? It's almost free, right, when you're sending money across Nigeria with the app. And of course, so besides the fact that you can perform on-chain transactions, sending crypto across, if you're sending within the Boundless Pay ecosystem, we have email, we have phone numbers, we have B tag, right? So B tag is more like your nickname around the ecosystem. And if I'm
Okay,
sending money, if I'm sending crypto, right, to Pedro using his B tag, is free. If I'm sending
perfect.
crypto to Pedro using his email, is free. If I'm sending crypto to Pedro using his phone number, is absolutely free, right? So that's it. The fees in Boundless Pay are so negligible, and we are doing this because we are financially inclusive. We want everyone to be part of what we are doing. It's accessible, right? You should not pay with your neck just because you're trying to perform some transactions. No, it should be easy peasy for everyone, and of course, bigger it gets. Yeah, that's it.
Awesome. And we have a question now from the community, which is basically what fees or costs are associated with. Oh, no, this is not the one. It's this one. Can you explain how Boundless Pay makes money? Funny enough, it comes around with the same question that we asked before that. So I'm going to assume it's from the fees that you charge. Do you have any other sources of revenue?
Yeah. Thanks. Awesome question, right? So of course we do understand that Boundless Pay has, beyond just these features we've talked about, it has advanced features. So of course we have a payroll management system where companies can pay their staff salary, right, using the Boundless Pay platform. We also have loan feature coming up as well, where people can access loan. For the business merchants, we have what we call salary advance, where people can, in advance, they can request for salaries. So we've built Boundless Pay, and of course, I'm going to be answering this with this. So we've built Boundless Pay for for traveling merchants, online merchants, people who do lots of e-commerce activities, right? Offline merchants, people who do lots of POS and ATM services. So all these services, right? They are beyond just what the app is providing right now on freemium. They are premium services, and for those premium
Awesome.
services, that's where we pay, and you pay them using the BPay token.
And we have a follow up question on that, which is basically what new features or services are you planning to introduce in the near future? Okay, so let's start explaining the current features that we have, and then what you have under the hood, if you want to disclose it.
Okay, awesome. So currently, right, on the feature we have currently, anyone around the world, right, can send money to any bank account in Nigeria, as it is, right? And of course, the fees, like I've talked about, is highly negligible, right? Anybody in Nigeria, as it is, right, can also pay utility bills using crypto, whether it's telecom, or whether it's TV bills, cable TV bills, whether it's airtime, data recharge, whatever it is, right? You can do that using crypto. Also, as well, you can perform on-chain transactions, right? Send crypto, receive crypto on your Boundless Pay app, right? So these are the services we have for now, right? The next version of Boundless Pay that is coming up in the next few weeks time will also allow these services to be available in 86 countries, right? So it means all these countries will have the ability to access all of these. And of course, we are going to open premium services for business merchants, right? We're going to also open services for companies. It's going to develop into a B2B platforms. And of course,
That's really nice.
there will be lots of services provided for business companies that intend to use Boundless Pay to run their day-to-day services. Yeah. So
As
all
a
of all that.
basic rule of thumb, it's always nice to check what the competition is doing and do the same thing, right? So basically, you are doing similar, but you are focusing on Revolut, and I think you are doing right. So basically, whatever they are doing, try to not copy but mimic in some way for the Web3 ecosystem. I think it's going to work out.
Yeah,
Um,
it's already working out, right, Pedro? We have over 200 businesses, right? They've already signed up, right, to use our services, and those 200 businesses they have tons and tons of workers because you see some of these businesses have really hard time having to invoice, having to procure their goods, have issues receiving money from abroad because we're also going to be opening services as well to be able to have virtual accounts that provides you dollars, pounds, and euros, right? And we have
okay,
all these challenges on the traditional financial platform. So Boundless Pay will make all these things very easy, right? And of course,
that's really
currently right now we
nice.
have 200 businesses who have signed up, and by the time these services start rolling out, they're going to be in their thousands. So of course, we are providing a real solution right here, and of course, this is the future of blockchain in Africa, and of course, everyone is invited.
That's really nice. Actually, you should go even a step further eventually. This is just feedback from me, not even from the questions. Another company that you should check as well for inspiration, it's a Brazilian company. I think Warren Buffett bought it's heavily invested in this stock. It's Stone. Stone, it's similar to Revolut as well. And they even expanded to like TPAs, for example, terminals for payments. So basically, it's like a tablet, right, for making payments inside the tablet. This is for small business owners, etc. So at some point, I think you are going to expand to this B2B business consumer. So
Yeah,
it's a good feedback for you guys.
because Pedro, just to take it a step further, Africa as it is, right, over 1.3 billion people, and the biggest challenge we
Jeez,
have
that's a
in Africa.
lot of people.
Yeah, that's a lot of people, right? The biggest challenge we have in Africa is payments, right? It's
Okay.
very difficult for money to go across, and that's because we don't have a centralized currency, right? So every country has their own currency, and we are providing these solutions so that people can easily, right, trade across the platform, right? And of course, it's also KYC, so it's highly regulated, highly secured,
Well,
and
that's
of
funny
course,
you ask. We have a question for that here as well. How
yeah.
does Boundless Pay handle KYCs and anti-money laundering requirements? So I believe you have something under the hood as well, controlling the KYCs, right?
Yeah, every user on Boundless Pay, right, that intends to use the trade finance part of Boundless Pay has to do the KYC, right? It's highly important because we want to be sure that we are dealing with real humans, not just real humans who also understand the risk involved if they try to use the platform for any fraudulent means. And of course, businesses are also required to submit documents, right, and also to sign anti-money laundering policies as well. So the platform is highly regulated. The platform is very secure. We've done this so everyone within the Boundless Pay ecosystem is safe to transact with each other. Yeah.
That's really nice. And now that you speak about it, I vouch for the same issue, which is I had several clients that their major priority was to move money from African countries outside African countries, and apparently that's a really pain in the ass. And
Yeah.
if everything works out with Boundless Pay, it's definitely going to be boundless, right? Or what's the verb you use? I loved it. It's boundless, right?
yeah. Switch to the app that makes you boundless.
Exactly. So I think if this works out, it's going to be a major step to decentralize payments and move currency from African countries outside and eventually inside. But I think it's most challenging to take the money out than the money in, right?
So with that as well, right? Balance pay is not just built for African countries, right? Though our problems are peculiar to where we are. You can also send money out as well because the next upgrade in Boundless Pay avails you to have euro account, pound account, dollar account. So it means you can send to all of those countries that use that. Also, yen, the Chinese yen as well. Is going to be accepted. So we are creating something that brings the world closer to Africa, and of course, keeping Africa united as well.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
We have another question. How user friendly is the Boundless Pay platform for new users? You need to try it. I'm going to try it as well, but I think based on the website, it's quite slick. So it's going to be easy to be onboarded. Do you
Yeah,
have anything else to say?
yeah. We when we're building Boundless Pay, one of our core values in Boundless Pay is customer centric, right? So what that means is that we build for the customers and for them. Understanding that we're going to be having lots of people interacting with the platform, we had to make it as easy as possible, right? So it means whether you're a novice, whether you're an advanced level, Boundless Pay is built as simple as that. Everyone can actually use it, right? It's very, very easy.
I think that's one of the biggest priority in crypto users, right? How easy it is for me to understand something, because in crypto it can get really complicated really fast. So as simple as it is, it's the best possible option you should choose from. And we have a question from Twitter. Are there any staking options for the token? I think not at this moment, but it will be in the near future, right?
Yeah, absolutely very right about that. Currently, we're working on the staking future on the app, making it as advanced as possible, as safe as possible, and as assured as possible. So they're all coming up with the new uploads, yeah, and that's why it's important that you take advantage of the current pre-sale, so you can have lots of tokens to stake and for more tokens as well. Yeah.
That's really nice. People love the staking option, right? It's basically locking something and getting an APY and perks on it. So this is a great question.
Yeah.
Let me see if we have any more. I think basically these are, we have some questions here that it's going to basically overlap with the ones we already have made. So I don't
Okay.
think we have more questions, but I love the questions we had so far. Okay, just to wrap up everything, at this moment we have the private sale running for BPay. Kingston explained what Boundless Pay is and what does the gap is going to be solving in the near future. About the Boundless Pay token, besides the private sale we are hosting on Crypto Hub, we have a great roadmap here. Let me show it once again. Token, eBay token. Everything is available on boundlesspay.com. So you just need to type it out and you're going to find all this information. But regarding tokenomics, it's here, and the roadmap is after the private sale, which actually it's going to be over in 2 days in our launchpad. So make sure you get them before the time expires. And after that, we have at a more expensive price on Communitas, Kingdom Starter, Who Starter, V Launch, and Fjord Foundry. And obviously
Yeah.
the listing on the 28th. And I think that's basically it. I have no more questions, and the community apparently they do, but it's repeated questions. So, Kingston, do you have anything else to say before we close the AMA?
Yeah, so I want to appreciate everyone who took our time to be here. It's exciting to know that we have people who are really interested about the next level of blockchain. right? And of course, when you think about blockchain technology, it should be simplified, right? It should be flexible. It should be dynamic enough for everyone to access it, right? Blockchain is not for the techies. It's for people like me who don't write codes, right? And what inclusive way can we get everyone together using the blockchain technology than Boundless Pay? So that's why we've been able to build this, right, for everyone, irrespective of wherever you are, what level you are in terms of blockchain knowledge. It's really very easy and easy for you to use, right? Also, join in the private rounds for the token sales. Get your hands on some of these tokens before they go public, because when they go public, to the moon, right? So that's it. I would love all of you to also join our Telegram channel and, of course, our social media handles to keep abreast of what we are doing, the progress we are, and, of course, we are open to partnerships as well. Thank you.
So yeah, make sure you join their channels. And just a quick wrap up, guys. Don't forget, whichever people who made comments and questions, drop your wallet address as well, so we can, if you are the winner, so we can send you the giveaway prize. And that's pretty much it. Kingston, thank you so much for being here. I see you
You're
guys
welcome.
on the other side.
My
Cheers.
pleasure.
Bye, guys.